audience, please rise for your graduates.
Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Please be seated. Welcome to the Western Iowa Tech Community College December 2018 commencement ceremony. Western Iowa Tech helps students build their dreams at many levels. Tonight, we are recognizing our graduates who have received a total of 709 degrees, diplomas, and certificates. It is always an honor and a pleasure to recognize the achievements of our students, and it is a particular pleasure to share this celebration with their families and friends. If you are a parent of one of tonight's graduates, please stand and remain standing. If you are a spouse of a graduate, please stand and remain standing. Stand if you're a child or a brother or a sister of a graduate. Stand if you're a grandparent or other relative. Stand if you're a friend. That should be about all of us. You have all played an important role in the lives of those students we honor here tonight. Students who have achieved a milestone in their lives. Students, please join me in recognizing these people who have played an important part of your educational success. Please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce the platform guests. Starting from my right, Student Senate Representative Liberty Monk, members of our Board of Directors, Mr. William Lyle from District 4 representing Sioux City, Mr. Jeremy Ogle from District 6 representing Sioux City, Dr. Robert Rasmus from District 3, President of the Board representing Sioux City, Alumnus of the Year Erica Carter. To my left, Dr. Julie Albert, Vice President of Learning, Darren Moeller, Executive Dean of Instruction, and Janet Gill, Dean of Students. Many of you in the audience are very familiar with Western Iowa Tech Community College as you may have graduated or taken classes here. I would like to recognize that large group of Western Iowa Tech alum. It is important that we stay in touch with all of those persons who spent time studying and learning at Western Iowa Tech Community College. All Western Iowa Tech alumni in the audience, everyone who has even taken one class at Western Iowa Tech, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. At this time, Darren Moeller, Dean of Instruction.
An important component of an institution of higher education is the faculty. Western Iowa Tech Community College takes great pride in having a faculty dedicated to their students' success. Would all faculty members who are here tonight please rise and face the audience? Join me in an expression of appreciation for their hard work and their commitment to our students. Thank you. Student leadership is also an important component of higher education. The college is proud of those persons who have stepped forward to accept those roles. I would like to invite the student representative to the podium.
Hello, I'm Liberty Monk, representative of the Western Iowa Tech Student Senate, and as you can tell by my choir dress, also the WITCC choir. On behalf of the students at WITCC, I bring greetings to all of you in attendance. Graduation is always a special occasion for students as it marks an end to studies and a beginning to the next step in meeting our career goals. Thank you for being here to celebrate with us. Thank you to both the choir and A Touch of Brass for providing the music for tonight's graduation ceremony.
Each year, Western Iowa Tech honors an alumnus of the college. Nominations are sent into the alumni office, and a committee of the Alumni Association Board members select a recipient based on the following criteria: service, commitment and support of Western Iowa Tech Community College and its students, outstanding personal and/or professional achievement, and service to the community. I am pleased to announce that this year's honoree excels in each aspect of the criteria. This year's Alumnus of the Year is Erica Carter. Erica is a 2013 graduate of the Accounting Specialist Program at Western Iowa Tech. She is a member of the Accounting Specialist Advisory Committee, and she also teaches computer accounting at the college as an adjunct instructor. She's a Briarcliff University graduate in accounting, has a nonprofit management degree certificate from the University of South Dakota, and a master's degree from Briarcliff University in management, strategic management, and human resource management. Erica began her career as a volunteer tax assistant program coordinator at Center for Siouxland and now works as fiscal manager at Council on Sexual Assault and Domestic Violence. She has served as a peer mentor for the Christopher Reeves Foundation for the last 3 years and is currently studying Spanish to become a bilingual advocate for CSADV. In 2015, Erica was named one of Siouxland Magazine's 10 Under 40 recipients. Please welcome our Alumnus of the Year and our commitment speaker for this year, Erica Carter.
In front of so many people that you're going to learn Spanish, so I appreciate the accountability. Well, graduates, let me be the first to say congratulations. I have to admit that it's a bit surreal for me to be here right now in front of you all. It seems like just yesterday that I was coming to campus to go to class, learning about the fraud triangle, and studying for finals. I really loved my time at Western Iowa Tech. The staff and the faculty were amazing, and I'm proud to call many of them my friends still today. I can still remember sitting at my own graduation as well, thinking about how fast my time at Western Iowa Tech went. I also remember thinking, man, I hope this lady doesn't talk forever. And I feel like she did. I think it was 20 or 30 minutes, so luckily for you all, it'll be brief. I'm still surprised that I went to college. It wasn't somewhere I saw myself going when I graduated from high school. Shortly after high school, I left Sioux City and I moved to the Northwest. I was a hard worker, and that's how I was going to make it in the world. My plan was flawless because, like most 18-year-olds, I knew everything. When I turned 24, however, I moved back to Sioux City, Iowa. After a few years of living in a fast-paced big city, I was ready to buy a piece of land out in the countryside and live a simple life. Within a year of moving back, I had settled outside of Sioux City on 6 acres of land. I worked at Sam's Club, and I was really starting to feel settled. I had everything figured out. My plans took a change, though, on a spring day in April 2010. I was getting ready to go for a run when my dog at the time bumped me, causing me to lose my balance. I hit my head, and the next thing I remember, I was lying on my back, on the floor, looking at the ceiling. I felt weird, disconnected. My body was not responding to my commands. I told myself, stand up, but nothing. I then thought if I waited for a minute, that my body would start listening again. When I looked over at my lifeless arm not moving, I began to panic. It was getting hard to breathe. The pain got severe, and at this point, my body was going into shock. We called 911, and a team of paramedics placed me in a stabilization collar. They carefully loaded me into an ambulance, and we started driving towards Sioux City. The paramedic told me, "You're doing great. We're turning into Sioux City now. Stay awake for me. We're almost there." I drifted in and out of consciousness, and eventually everything went dark. I was taken to Mercy Medical Center here in Sioux City, and the ER doctor at the time, Dr. Thomas Benzoni, quickly assessed me, and I was diagnosed with a spinal cord injury. Soon after that, my family was called and given the news that I had had an accident and that it was bad. That night, I had surgery to repair the damaged vertebrae in my neck. The surgery to repair the vertebrae was a success, but she may never walk again. That's what the doctors told my family. I was placed on a ventilator, given a feeding tube, and placed in a medically induced coma. My internal organs shut down, I developed pneumonia, and my future was very unclear. Would I die? What kind of life would I have? At that point, it was all a waiting game. I was kept in a coma in the ICU for the next few weeks so that my body could heal. My family, who many are here tonight, and I must say are amazing, and the only reason that I'm here tonight, They were able to arrange for my transfer to a rehab hospital. I was flown to Craig Hospital in Denver, Colorado. It's a hospital that specializes in spinal cord injury. Upon arrival, I was brought out of my induced coma, wheeled into a room where they showed me x-rays and explained to me what had happened. It was also there that they told me I had a 10% chance of walking again. What a shock that was. Could you imagine being in your 20s and being dealt that news? I was in severe pain, and like an infant, I was reduced to 24/7 care. My only physical movement at that time was to be able to shrug my shoulders. Honestly, I was so full of emotions. I was angry with the doctors. I was sad because of the loss of my previous life. And I often thought, why would you leave someone alive like this? If I were a dog, they would have put me out of my misery. This was absolutely cruel. The rest of the conversation with the doctor that day was a blur. I went back to the hospital room and I broke down. My first few weeks in rehab went on like that. A terrible array of emotions, and in all honesty, I was a complete basket case. A typical day for me consisted of needle sticks and bawling, breathing treatments, more bawling, x-rays, and you guessed it, more bawling. But each day I was forced to get up. I exercised my physical body, learned about life in a wheelchair, and slowly I got stronger. I regained the ability to breathe on my own. I regained partial movement in my arms. I learned to feed myself, brush my teeth, and many other activities of daily living that we take for granted. I started to have fewer bad days, and I started to see the possibility of a life beyond the hospital. I adopted the attitude that was to work with what I physically had that day because I didn't want to waste the second opportunity that I had at life. Because in all reality, I should have died that day. It took me a full year to become medically stable again. And looking at life beyond the hospital and planning for my future, my mom suggested that I go to college. And within a few weeks, I was enrolled at Western Iowa Tech. That ended up being the best advice that I was ever given. It steered me down a path that has been so rewarding for that. So for that, thank you, Mom. I can say that staff and faculty at Western Iowa Tech made for a very easy transition to college life. Western Iowa Tech helped me to learn a lot about myself. The staff and the instructors taught me that although my body was broken, my brain was not. They gave me the confidence and the resources to go out into the community. Through a service learning opportunity, I found my true calling, which was in nonprofit work. This gave me the opportunity to find my true calling, and it actually led to my first full-time job and a desire to strive for more. I went on to complete my master's degree, and now I work full-time as a fiscal manager at a local domestic violence shelter. So, why am I telling you this? It's not for you to feel sorry for me or to tell you what I do for a living, but to give you an example of how I have defied the odds. Physically, I'm not supposed to live an independent life. I'm not supposed to work in an able-bodied career, be behind of a wheel of a vehicle, although some may differ. And I'm definitely not supposed to be sitting in front of you tonight. My life after my accident has been a cycle of identifying a challenge, making a plan to overcome that challenge, and executing that plan. That is how I have defied the odds. Remember, too, that defying the odds doesn't happen overnight, but instead it's a continuous process. Now you have seen how I have defied the odds, but I challenge you to think about the odds that you can defy. Maybe it's physical odds, maybe it's cultural odds, professional odds. The odds that we face are specific to each person here tonight, each graduate, each family member in attendance, each friend, and each person. Graduates, identify each challenge that you face. and there may be many. And as you leave Western Iowa Tech, know that you now have the tools and the resources to create a plan, execute that plan, and conquer that obstacle. Remember to be open to all possibilities. And graduates, as you leave here tonight to begin your next chapter, be safe, trust your ability to plan, and remember the skills that have been instilled in you during your time here. And continually challenge yourself to defy the odds. Thank you.
Thank you for those inspiring words, Erica. It is my privilege to present those individuals graduating with honors tonight. The students receiving college certificates, diplomas, or degrees have earned grade point averages of B+ or a 3.5 on a grading scale of 1 to 4. Each honor student is entitled to wear the gold honor cords. Those students wearing the golden stole are members of the Beta Zeta Mu, the Western Iowa Tech chapter of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. Will all of our honor students please rise? Join me in congratulating these students on their outstanding academic accomplishments. Those students wearing red, white, and blue cords are either active members or have veteran status in the military. Will all of our military graduates please rise? Congratulations to all of these students on their academic accomplishments and their appreciated service to our country. Now, all candidates for degrees, diplomas, and certificates, please rise. All candidates. Dr. Merle and members of the Board of Directors, the persons standing before you are to receive an associate degree, diploma, or certificate. I take pleasure in presenting them for their degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors, I confer upon each student the appropriate degree, diploma, or certificate to which you are entitled, with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. You may be seated. Dr. Diane Hargens, Dean of our Corporate College, Michael Rolina, Associate Dean of Career and Technical Education, and Lily Castro, Director of Student Support Services and Adult Literacy, will introduce the graduates.
Associate of Applied Science degree, Accounting Specialist, Wendy Dorado. Administrative Assistant Medical, Larissa Marie Dillon, with honors. Amanda Messerly, with honors. Administrative Office Management, Rana Stanley, with honors. Associate Degree Nursing, Norma Alvarado. Marie Gilo Ba. Shaylee Nicole Barreras. Kirsten Paige Behringer. Benny Marianne Davies. Stephanie Fernandez. Caden Tyne Finch. Jessica Eileen Grouse. Christy Lee Hanner. Tiffany Hill Lunn. Peggy Kamanda. Janet Chiari. Samuel Kihuga. Laura Lara. Jessica Lynn Lenz. Kelsey Marie Longwell. Mercy M. Maingi. Abdi Mohammed. Nicole Schulteis. Gina Elza Thomas. Tiffany Tomlinson. Lindsay Marie Van Dyke with honors. Jacelyn Ward. Sarah Whited. Stacy Christine Woostewald. Audio Engineering Technician, Joseph Dennison Lee. Automotive Technology, Eric Preston, with honors. Early Childhood Education, Kelly Osborne, with honors. Graphic Design, Maria Michaela Vargas Naranjo. Human Resource Management, Erica Bates. Erica Goddard. Abudu Songai. Sarah Jill Struess. Tasha Lynn Vore, with honors. Police Science Corrections, Katie Jo Watkins. Technical Studies, Cassandra Adams. Darcy Titus. Video Game Design Artistic Track, Colin Bradley McHugh. Welding Technology, Kevin Ebert. Associate of Arts degree, Arts and Sciences, Alyssa Marie Borchers. Whitney Conaway with honors. Rebecca Fajardo. Heather Fitch. Emily Elizabeth Gray. Tiffany Elizabeth Cryer. Isaiah Martinez. Syra Martinez. Priscilla Moreno with honors. Jade Popkin. Jessica Miles Gates Potabom with honors. Maripsa Reyes. Tiffany Michaela Sakike Tello. Autumn Ray Stowe with honors. Trey Wersher. Associate of Science degree, Arts and Sciences, Jessica Esquivel. Seth Otkin.
Diplomas, Accounting, Hiko Kasim Jonya. Air Conditioning, Heating, and Refrigeration, Bailey L. Betcher with honors. Corby Reese Larson. Eddie Meza. Construction, Luis A. Plites. Early Childhood Studies, Nancy Zavala. Food Service, Maria E. Guardado. Medical Assistant, Angela C. Guy with honors. Medical Coding Specialist, Nicole Anna Evelina Merchant. Practical Nursing, Sarita Ahalegba. Asla Ali. Jennifer A. Anderson with honors. Jessica Ariaza. Jordan Lee Bauman. Brooke Ann Butler. Brooke N. Calloway with honors. Marissa Ann Dodds with honors. Kylie Elaine Dumas. Bethany Jane Eastman. Brooke Ann French. Morgan L. Fudge with honors. Emily Ann Hansen. Kaylee Olivia Ibsen. Amber E. James. Brittany Starr James. Sabrina Monet Johnson. Edna B. Carissa. Aaron K. Kelly. Amanda M. Kite. Brenda Elizabeth Mateo. Megan Renee McCarty. Nancy Melissa Montiel Gonzalez. Abigail Bernadine Reed. Brianna Lynn Ring. Haley E. Russ. Aldisa Y. Schneider. Caitlin Janelle Siegel. Jacqueline Ann Van Beest. Veterinary Assistant, Kristen Micah Tenapel. Certificates, Electromechanical Specialist, Kayla Ann Welch. Health Information Technology, Nora Mora Arena.
High school equivalency diplomas. Sherry Ann Carey. Kayla del Rosario Estrada Suárez. Minnie Ann Hamilton. Elvis Joseph Jimenez. María Murillo Magaña, Guadalupe Reyes, José Manuel Rubio Luevano, Catherine Taylor, Gateway to College High School Diplomas, Connor Dugan, Mackenzie Harbeck, Sydney Hansen, Adrian Camerath, Jacqueline Martinez, Naomi Montieu,
Okay, all candidates for degrees, diplomas, and certificates, please rise. At this time, I would ask all graduates to transfer your tassels from the right to the left. Western Iowa Tech Community College. Face the audience, family and friends, congratulate our graduates.
Please be seated. Congratulations, graduates. How does that sound? Before we begin the recessional and before we go to our celebrations, reflect on this moment of your life. Like every moment, it represents something beyond the journey that brought us here. Someone once said, this moment isn't frozen in time. In addition to representing the past, it is also pointing forward. Pointing to what is to come, pointing to what is next. As you take in the final moments of this graduation ceremony, give a thought to what is to come. We know where you're graduating from, but what are you graduating to? Let's make this moment become our fuel for creating the future we all want to see. As we walk out tonight together, let us take pride in what we're walking away from and to what our graduates are walking toward.